Would you like to do an interview for YouTube? You didn't pay your taxes this year. I understand. Speak into the mic. Why didn't you pay your taxes? Why didn't you pay your taxes? Why have you been throwing nuts at me? I've got all the nuts. You watch Foodie Beauty? Did you see Nick Ocato's transformation? Is your name FBI Frank? Have you complimented our girl and her following? Look, you want your moment of fame on YouTube? You can have it. And the truth will set you free. What are you doing here? Are you the secretary to FBI Frank? Hello, my favorite girly and Kermit Pops, Halloween Pops. I'm a Karina Pop. So in today's video for the low introductory price sale of absolutely nothing, you heard it here last in Fair Verona where we lay our pumpkins and Kermits. So we're going to be talking about some Anne Boleyn re-drama. Does the fun ever start? That's right. For the low introductory price sale of absolutely nothing, you will hear this. I mean, listen, the fun is so amazing it never starts with our favorite, most entertaining girl, Anne Boleyn Reed. Also, there's a Pokemon Go update at the end of this video. Speaking of much more important things, you see this Kermit? He's enjoying himself. He's lounging. Have you ever watched my videos and you were like, I would like to purchase myself a Kermit? Well, you can purchase yourself a Kermit. You're going to see a little view products tab that's going to pop up. That's my affiliate link. Go and purchase a Kermit if you would like. And then you're going to have a Kermit. You're going to be like me, person with a Kermit. Moving right along. If you could not tell already by this ridiculous intro, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only, okay? I am sharing my own personal opinions with you, not facts, okay? I would always urge you to please do not go to these people's channels and do not leave mean-spirited, negative, disparaging comments. Entertainment purposes only. Okay, so our girl, most entertaining, riveting YouTuber posted a 9-minute video. She's just 1 minute shy of 10 minutes. Does the fun ever start? So this is just one of her typical vlogs where she's just throwing anything against the wall and hope it sticks. There's so much effort. Let's say it together. There's so much effort. What are you doing here? Are you the secretary to FBI Frank? Or are you Ronald's secretary? The truth was revealed. Being put into these videos, Anne Boleyn. I love them. I love these videos that you make where you put so much effort into it. It's more than the typical 8 minutes that you make. Okay. So this video is titled, okay, it's such an exciting title. Shopping for new luggage and candy taste tests with Mama Lynn. So basically, if you want a rundown, she goes shopping for luggage. She doesn't tell you why, which we'll get to in a minute. And she eats candy with her mother and does a haul so she can write it off on her taxes. Does the fun ever start? Yes, I know whenever I say these things, people always say in the comments, oh my God, you cannot just write off everything. I know that. I do. I want this to be my voice, actually. I may change that voice. Imagine if that was my voice. I would love it. I know. Amberlyn is a very conscientious worker and has also told us that the number one thing she thought about when she was moving from Kentucky to where she's at now is her accountant. She needed to keep him. Yes. Hello. Would you like to do an interview for YouTube? You didn't pay your taxes this year. I understand. Speak into the mic. Why didn't you pay your taxes? Why didn't you pay your taxes? Why didn't you pay your taxes? Tell the truth now. When was the last time you paid your taxes? The fun ever start. Okay. By the way, to this day, that is the most outrageous thing she's ever said on the internet, that when she was moving, she needed to keep her accountant. If that isn't suspicious enough, like, I'm sorry, but the day that I move, the last person on my list is going to be my accountant. You just get a new accountant in a new state. Gee, Anne Boleyn, I wonder why you needed to keep your accountant. I wonder why he was the first person that you thought of when you were going to move. Anyways, let's move on to something more interesting than this. So Anne Boleyn is clearly getting luggage and a hygiene bag. Oh man, that was the best part of the video. See, Anne Boleyn makes amazing, lovely videos. We're gonna get to the hygiene bag. If you took nothing else from this video, it's the hygiene bag we need to talk about. All right. So basically, Anne Boleyn has her mother drive her to TJ Maxx because how else is she gonna get there? And basically, she's trying to buy luggage, and she says a hygiene bag. It's a wonderful time to be alive, girls. It's an embarrassing time to be alive, but we'll get to that, okay? Obviously, this is because her girlfriend, Tommy, is not going to move in with her and she's going to go and visit her. I don't know if she's already moving in. I doubt that. I think she's just going for a visit. So she's clearly probably going to finally take the Kermit plunge and take an airplane. Congratulations. You're an adult. You should be doing this. And basically, she's buying the luggage to visit Tommy. Amberlynn, this could not have happened to a better person. She finally found a girl who will never move in with her, in my opinion. And she just finally found a girl that's not moving in. That isn't this great? Amberlynn has to chase this girl around and pay money to do it. That couldn't have happened to a nicer person, Amber. Remember in all of my older videos, I did tell you that I believed that Amberlynn had crossed the line on the internet when she couldn't find a girl anymore. It was really difficult for her to find a girl that would do whatever she says and move in with her and drive her around. Well, we're here, everybody. So, yeah, so Amberlynn has to travel to that girl because that girl's never going to move in with you. Exciting time to be alive. All right. So the reason that Amberlynn doesn't tell you that she's buying luggage and this hygiene bag is because she needs you to ask about it. And then she needs to say something like, oh my God, so many of you overwhelmingly highly requested question on my last video was, Amber, why are you buying a hygiene bag? Oh man, this is amazing. Amberlynn, thanks for posting a wonderful video. And Amberlynn, why are you getting luggage? Oh, I finally had to tell you, a lot of you guessed. I don't know how you guessed, but a lot of you guessed. That's what she's gonna say. It's gonna be exciting. That I am going to visit my girlfriend. Amberlynn, you just need a second video out of the seat. Okay, look. Whenever you see any vlog, and let's say a vlogger, okay, I shudder to say vlogger here, but let's say a vlogger's making a video and they're like, hey, I'm in the store. I'm buying, batteries for my battery operated device, a remote control for my television, right? Let's say that's what they're telling you. If they're buying batteries for their remote control, they're going to tell you, I'm buying batteries for my remote control. She on purpose leaves things out so she could have a separate video announcing, I'm going to visit my girlfriend, and so that she can pretend that it was the shock of all shocks when it's blatant and obvious. Oh, my audience asked me, so now I have to tell you. You understand what I'm trying to say? She didn't tell you that she was buying this stuff in order to get a separate video out of this and in order to pretend that people guessed this and were asking her all these questions. By the way, I know there's somebody in the comment section right now about to post this. They're about to post, well, of course it's obvious that she's going to be traveling. I think she knows that. She knows one thing, how to throw something at a wall, hope it sticks, and make money. I'm very, very, very calculated. Okay, look, I just want to talk about this hygiene bag and all the fun that comes with it, okay? Because Amberlynn Reed is nothing but a constant entertainer. Hello. Do you know Amber? Do you know why she only uploads once a week? Okay, let's just be clear here. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with having any type of bag when you travel. If you want to have a hygiene bag to prove to youtube.com and to your over 200,000 followers that you shower, great. I'm fine with it. All jokes not aside, but seriously though, not really. I can't be serious about this. But yeah, like whatever. You want to have a bag, you want to call it a hygiene bag, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's totally fine to have whatever bag. I mean, I've heard of a makeup bag. I've never heard of a hygiene bag, but I'm sure 17.3 thousand of you are going to say that you've heard of a hygiene bag. So whatever. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? The point is not whether or not I've ever heard of somebody saying, I need a hygiene bag. And just to tell you, in all the years that I've lived and all the people that I've known, I've never heard anyone publicize this or even say this because hygiene is something that a person would participate in willingly. They wouldn't need to have a bag to house this. That's just my personal opinion. A person can have whatever they want. I have heard of toiletry bags. That's maybe what she meant, but if you watch her video, the way she said the word hygiene, it's as if she needs everybody to know that she showers. Girl, bye. Nobody cares. Nobody believes you. And the way that she said the word hygiene, it's as if she's never taken a bag before. Like, I guarantee you there was no hygiene bag on her vacation, staycation with Beck when she just like stayed in her hotel room. Was there a hygiene bag then? Probably not. person will take a shower, brush their teeth, take care of themselves hygiene wise without needing a bag for all these things. In fact, I would go so far as to say is if you need a bag for it, maybe you're not participating in it on a daily basis, which brings me to my main point. For those of you that are just joining us in Medias Reyes and Medias Kermit in Fair Verona, where we lay our scene, some of you may not understand what this is about. Let me just explain it to you as if you've never seen an Amberlynn Reed video. Amberlynn Reed made numerous videos stating that she never showered, pretty much, that there were years in her life that she didn't shower. Fabulous. She earned a lot of money on those videos, okay? She also made videos earning a lot of money saying she didn't wash her hair. Fabulous. Whatever you want to do, sweetheart, it's fine with me. Then she had two of her exes, Casey and Destiny, expose her for not showering during their relationships, okay? And this was backed up with proof and all this other stuff. So, what Amberlynn has continuously done on her channel is overcompensate for the reality. And she would go around and saying, I showered, I showered a million times. It's like if I come on here and say, hey, I don't have any Kermits, I've never gotten one, where all you see is Kermits, And the fact that she showers or doesn't is irrelevant to me. I don't have to be with her and I don't care. And I'm not judging her for it either. The thing is, at this point, the lying is redundant about the topic, but more so than that, she purposely mentions to everybody on YouTube that she needs to buy a hygiene bag. You see, she could have just left that out. Like, what do I mean by that? She constantly leaves things out. She spins her own narrative and she, quite frankly, doesn't tell the truth. She lies all the time. So for her to mention that she's buying a hygiene bag, it's for a reason. It's because she wanted you to know about it. This overcompensating for, Amberlynn did not shower the whole time we were at my mom's has got to stop. I don't personally care what bag you get. If you need to separate your hygiene products from all of your regular products, I'm sorry, it sounds like you're not participating in the actions on an everyday basis. And all I could say is this is just screaming to me. I'm not doing this on a daily basis. I'm going to do more of this when I'm with my girlfriend and I want everyone to know that I'm clean. Honey, you can be the cleanest girl in the world. You are constantly bringing up this topic and drawing attention to it. And here's why. She knows she's not going to get all of the people all the time. I say this all the time. She knows that a certain portion of her audience believes everything she says. So they're going to be like, oh, Amberlynn is getting a hygiene bag. She's very clean. Of course you are, sweetheart. I wish you all the best on this amazing trip. This trip couldn't have happened to a nicer person because Amberlynn finally has to put in a little bit of work because her girlfriend is not going to move in there. So you can have 1,700 hygiene bags. People in the comments can say that they have a hygiene bag. It doesn't make you Amberlynn Reed because Amberlynn Reed is a different person. Didn't need to tell you that she had a hygiene bag. She chose to do this because she wants you to think that she's very hygienic, okay? Giving information that she wants you to know about is just honestly at this point it is so redundant. If she keeps talking about this, I'm just not going to talk about it anymore. Okay, so then after her candy taste test with her mother, she basically says that she had an experience where everyone was complimenting her. I love these stories, I really love these stories when she tells us that inadvertently someone complimented her, this time not on her following, like an FBI agent that supposedly came to her house. If you believe that, or to her ex's sister's house, if you believe that, I have a very large bridge of Kermits to sell you. Okay, so Amberlynn tells us this amazing story about how she went into a shop to buy something and the person asked to see her ID, and then they were like, I would have never said you're in your mid 30s, you look like you're in your late 20s or something. Like, okay, so there's another video, okay, that Amberlynn has from a long time ago where she says that somebody complimented her 30 times in one day. Like, obviously that's not happening, mainly because that's not happening to most people, and I don't care what anybody says. I'm not saying that she can't get complimented, of course she can, but why does it only happen to her and often every day? Like, it doesn't happen to every single human being every day often. I think she's just, what I'm trying to say is I think she's making it up. Again, not because she can't be complimented. She can definitely be complimented. There's nothing wrong with complimenting her. It's just that I think she's making this up for her audience. Where are all the people that ran up to you and said that they were huge fans of you and asked to take pictures? I don't think they exist. This is in the same realm of this, okay? So she then says that she's thinking about this for the rest of the day. She thought about the compliment for the rest of the day. Really? Why? Who cares about a random situation? Especially Amberlyn, I'm going to put it to you like this. So why would you, Amber, think about this compliment all day that somebody said that you looked a little younger than you were when you get compliments all the time? Since this is such a common occurrence and you get complimented all the time, every day, or almost every time you go out, one time you got complimented 30 times in one day. That's what she literally said, okay? But I digress. So my question here is, why would you think about a compliment all day if it's such a common occurrence? Surely, since it's so mundane, it wouldn't even, be a thought in your mind. Look, what I'm trying to say is I think she's not being honest about being complimented all the time. I think that she can be complimented sometimes, and there's people in the comment section that have offered massive theories about why she actually is. Like I said, I'm sure that she is being complimented once in a while, but the frequency in which she is telling this to the audience is not true. I think she's doing this to basically, this is the mindset that I think is going on here. Like, if I say something many times, people will start believing it and start thinking in a different way. Like, for example, my hygiene bag telling us that she showers every single time she starts the vlog. Not a single YouTuber starts the vlog with saying, I showered today, because this is common sense. You more than likely showered at some point. So the bottom line is, no, I don't believe that she's getting hit on 30 times a day, like she said before. No, I don't believe that. If you watch all of her vlogs with her mother, you will hear her say in almost every few vlogs that she's being complimented. Can this be happening once in a while? Sure. Is it happening as much as she says? No. She just believes that if she repeats things enough, often enough, her audience will believe it. And even if they will, how will this change your life? Let's move on to a Pokemon Go update. So, rating and Dynamax Pokemon. This is my opinion on Dynamax Pokemons. It is just my opinion, not a fact. I feel like it is not necessary. I don't think it's necessary to raid for the same Pokemons that a lot of us have hundos of and shundos of, or some people don't have them, and that's fine and fun for them to raid for them. I just think it's ridiculous, and I'm going to tell you why. Whenever anyone complains about anything, by the way, like Dynamax Pokemons are just like a bigger version of the same Pokemon you already have. Does the fun ever start? Okay, whenever anyone complains about anything in Pokemon, there's always a very large part of the Pokemon Go community that says this was originally in the original game, or this is a nice feature. I don't care what was originally in the original game. It does not matter to me. I feel like there's so many features that the Pokemon Go community is asking for from Pokemon Go and they're not getting. Here's a basic feature that people have been asking for. Can we please get an alert when someone invites us to a raid so we don't miss it? I think it's pretty, like, a pretty decent, normal, average request. And there's Phalanx Raid Hour, which all I have to say about this is I did some raids, okay? I think you could do like 20 raids for the Phalanx, raid day, raid, whatever. It was like from 2 to 5. It wasn't a raid hour, it was like a raid day. 2 to 5. And you know what? Why only 20 raids? Why can't we do unlimited raids during the raid days? But I digress, back to Dynamax Pokemon. Okay. So Dynamax Pokemon is just like, you getting like a larger version of a Pokemon. And I don't care if it was in the original game, and I don't care if it wasn't. I think that it's just the game giving us something that, honestly, my opinion is, why do we need it? Like, why do we need Dynamax Pokemon? Just because maybe possibly it was in the original game, or it's just something else to do? So what? I don't need an extra large version of a Pokemon. I don't need to collect particles. We need basics in the game that we've been asking for a long time. The reason that I mention this is this. I totally understand that the game works like this, where whatever was in the original game gets put in. And sometimes, like, okay, let's say this was never in the original game. It's fine. Whether it was or wasn't, it actually doesn't matter. I'm just bringing up, like, comments that a large portion of the Pokemon Go community makes whenever anyone complains about anything. This was in the original game, or this is going to be fun, or this is a new feature. Like, why can't there be decent platinum medals that people could reach to get to level 50 that are easy to do, right? Why can't we be adding, for example, as a new feature, more different platinum medals in the game that people could reach, for instance, to get to level 50 faster, and it's not going to take the whole time. And I totally understand the response to that. This is a journey, not a destination. Somewhere Aerosmith thanks you. The point of the story is this, okay? At the end of the day, okay, my opinion is there's a lot of different features that Pokemon Go players have been asking, Pokemon Go for a long time that they're not getting, and that's just my opinion, okay? And instead, we're getting Dynamax Pokemon. Basically, some of them are free when you like collect the particles, but others you have to pay to, raid them. And it's not like it's a Dynamax Pokemon that is like currently right now a new Pokemon. It's literally the same Pokemons we've always had. Anyways, I just feel it's not necessary. How long did we all have to wait to be able to use a lucky egg when someone else gets the XP instead of us? Okay. But this just comes out like this. I don't know. I feel that it's like kind of like, I don't know, in a way pointless, because why would I personally want to raid for Pokemon that I already have hundos of just to get a bigger version of it? Just because maybe it was in the game, maybe it wasn't in the game, it's a new feature. And usually I'm excited for new features in Pokemon Go, but why can't the community, this is my opinion and my question, why can't the community first get what they've been asking for a long time before getting Dynamax Pokemon? And by the way, I'm sure some people will say, a lot of people love Dynamax Pokemon. A lot of people I've been asking for them. Yeah, whatever. All right, that's about it for today's video. I want to thank you so very much for watching today. Genuinely appreciate you being here. Let me know what you think about this video in the dislikes and comments down below. Check out this other video that's popping up here. It's on a similar topic. Maybe you will like it as well. If you don't like it, go and leave it a dislike. Be a friend. Thank you so much for being here. See you next time. Bye.